You should not have any sort of fear towards anything or anyone. That's what some self-help gurus say. But is that really possible? I don't think so. I bet the ones who say fear is fake would still feel a rush if they found a bear on their way to work. I don't think it is possible to never feel any fear. And in case IT is possible, I think it would take so many repetitions. In this video, I would like to teach you to act despite the fear. So why do we fear? There are very many answers to this question. Sometimes we notice a real threat, for example, something like a bear. Other times, it is due to our perception. So we basically look at something and we come up with an assumption that it is dangerous to us. And another thing that brings fear in us is the uncertainty associated with taking action. So we decide to stay in our position. So in this video, I'm just going to talk about uncertainty and our perception. One of the greatest skills in human nature is the ability to be comfortable with uncertainty. And that is the best choice you can make because you are either comfortable with it or not. But the world is filled with uncertainty. You don't know whether your future spouse will be the perfect one. You don't even know whether today is your last day. That is why the best choice is being comfortable with uncertainty. To understand this in a better way, let me give you a scenario. Let's say you are unemployed and broke, and luckily you get to know about an available job opportunity. So it's normal to have many thoughts about this particular situation. And all you can think about is what will happen if you don't get the job. So that means you have two options: apply for the job or ignore the job opportunity. So let's look at the two available options. You might not want to risk hurting your feelings, or you just want to continue having hope. So you decide to ignore the job opportunity. The second option is to apply for the job. By doing this, you risk hurting your feelings when you don't get your job. But remember, you are unemployed and broke. Applying for the job brings you closer to your goal of being employed and having some money. And as you know, nothing is entirely guaranteed. In such a situation, applying for the job would be the better option. The other reason as to why fear is our perception towards things. This might be caused by past experiences or negativity. Our minds are supposed to protect us, so we changing our perceptions towards things is almost in our hands. The ideal thing to do would be to be open to new ideas and experiences. This will help you to change your attitude towards some things. This actually reminds me of the other thing that can be used to kill fear. It is a simple trait. It is called repetition. Repetition gives us more confidence and therefore reduces the doubt within ourselves. Repetition often feels very daunting, but its advantages are enormous. So subscribe and turn on notifications